Hi everybody, welcome to another Yarn Scrap Friday with me, Laura, and in this video I'm going to be taking a rather autumnal crochet design of mine from my little notebook here, my designer notebook, where I've been putting together some designs for some flowers and leaves. And we're going to be making my latest design, which is for an oak leaf, so quite seasonal. So for my oak leaf, we're going to be using some DK light worsted weight yarn. So that's a yarn weight of 3, and I think I'll use a sort of brownish colour, autumnal colour I think for this one. You can use any weight yarn that you like really. A thicker yarn will make a bigger leaf and a thinner yarn will make a smaller leaf. But with this DK light worsted weight yarn, I'm going to be using a 4mm G crochet hook, but you can use any hook size that is suitable for the yarn you are using. So you can also use a 3.5 or a 3.75, anything around that size. And you're also going to need a yarn tapestry needle and a pair of scissors as well. So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 15 to begin. So we're going to chain 15. Okay, so we do our little slip knot. Then we're going to chain 15. So 1, 2, 3 and 15. Okay, so we chain 15, and what we're going to do is we're going to work one single crochet. So this pattern's in US terminology. In UK terminology that would be a double crochet, and we're going to work one single crochet into our second chain from our hook. So we don't count the loop on our hook. There's our first chain, there's our second. So we're going to put our hook into our second chain, but what we want to do is just to work under one bit of yarn. And the reason for that is because we're going to work into these chains again in the opposite direction, and this just helps make it easier to see them on the way back. So I'm going to go under our second chain from our hook, under one loop only, and do one single crochet. One single crochet. We're going to do one single crochet in the next 4 chains as well. So again, only going under one loop, go into the next chain and do a single crochet. So 1, and then next chain, 2, next chain, 3, next chain, 4. Okay, so we've done one single crochet in the next 4, but we've done it in the first 5, so you should have 5 single crochet now. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do one half double crochet. So in UK terminology that would be a half treble in the next 4 chains. So we're going to yarn over, do one half double crochet in the next chain. So we're going to do it in the next 4. So next chain 1, and a half double crochet in the next chain, 2, again just going under one bit of yarn, half double crochet in the next chain, 3, and one half double crochet in the next chain, 4. Okay, so you've done one half double crochet in the next 4. Then we're going to do one double crochet in the last 5. You should have 5 chains left. So a double crochet in UK terminology is a treble. So we're going to yarn over and do one double crochet in the next chain, in the last 5 basically. 4 through 2, 4 through 2. Double crochet in the next chain. Double crochet in the next chain, 3. Double crochet in the next chain, 4, double crochet in the last chain, 5. Okay, so you should have done one double crochet in the last 5. So that should give you a stitch count of 14. Then what we're going to do is we're going to work back into these chains again in the opposite direction. Because we only worked under one bit of yarn, it makes it easier to see these chains on the way back. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do 3 double crochets in this same stitch we just worked into. So we're going to go back into there again and do another 3 double crochets. So go back into that last chain and do another 3 double crochets. So 1, just in that same chain. 1, back in there again, it's the last one, 2, 3. So you end up with 4 double crochets in that last chain. Okay, so you've done 3 more double crochets in there. We're going to do another double crochet in there as well, because we're going to now mirror these stitches in the opposite direction, and our first chain is the last one that we worked into. So we're going to do 1 more double crochet in this same chain, which now becomes our first chain in the opposite direction. So in total, in this last chain, we have 5 double crochets. We have the one from the last row, we added 3 on the end, and we do another one for the beginning of this row. Okay, so you have 5 double crochets in that last chain. Then we want to work into these chains again. So the first one's nice and easy to see, it's the last one we worked into. The second one is just there. So in that next one, we're going to do a double crochet. We're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 4, so to match this side. So that was our first one. So we do 5 in total. So go into the next chain, okay, next chain along, so which is going to be there. You just find where that double crochet is coming from, and just go back into there. Do 1 double crochet in there. We do 1 double crochet in the next 4, so that's 1, next chain, 2. Just now mirroring the other side, 2, double crochet in the next chain, 3, and double crochet in the next chain, 4. So we did 1 double crochet in the next 4, but including that extra one we did on the end, we have our 5 that match the 5 this side, and those 3 are just on the end. Then we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 4, if you remember that we did here. So in the next chain, do a half double crochet, 1, next chain, half double crochet, 2, next chain, half double crochet, 3, next chain, half double crochet, 4. I've done a video in more detail on my channel working into your foundation chain, so if you're finding this a bit hard, do search my channel and check out that tutorial, working into your foundation chains. You should have 5 chains left. The last one could be a little bit hard to see on the end there. In those last 5, we're just going to do single crochets. So 1 single crochet in the last 5. So single crochet in the next chain, single crochet in the next chain, single crochet in the next chain, 3, single crochet in the next chain, 4, and a single crochet in the last chain, which can be a little bit tucked in there. Just find the last one you worked into, then just move over slightly and push, do a single crochet in there. Okay, so you've got 14 stitches that side, 14 stitches that side, and 3 on the end. So you should have a total stitch count of, let me work this out, it's 14, 28 plus 3, 28, 29, 30, 31. So you should have 31 stitches in total. Okay, now we're going to be working in the round to create our leaf effect. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So now we're going to work into proper stitches. So find that first single crochet that you did and work under that stitch as normal. Okay, in there we're going to do a single crochet, just 1 single crochet. We're also going to do 1 half double crochet in there as well. So go back into that same stitch and do a half double crochet. Okay, so you've got single crochet and a half double crochet in that first stitch. Then in the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochet. So 2 double crochet in this next stitch. 1 and 2. Okay, 2 double crochet in there. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Chain 2, and we're going to slip stitch into the same stitch. So slip stitch into there. Okay, and that becomes our first little bump on our leaf. Then we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. So I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch. Okay, little slip stitch, and we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch. Okay, so slip stitch in the next 2. Then we are going to do 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet and 1 treble crochet in the next stitch. So we'll start off with our single crochet first. So in the next stitch do 1 single crochet, then do 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So a double crochet. Then we're going to do 1 treble crochet. Now a treble crochet in UK terminology is going to be a double treble. So we wrap the yarn around our hook twice, go into the same stitch again, and whenever you're working a stitch that is a double crochet or bigger, we in US terminology, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2 until we get to the end. So we yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and that completes a treble. Then we're going to do a treble crochet in the next stitch as well. So we're going to yarn over, wrap the yarn around our hook twice, go into the next stitch now, bring the yarn through, and again do a treble, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, to do a treble in there. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to slip stitch into the same stitch that treble's in. Slip stitch into there. Okay, and that completes our next little bump on our leaf. Then what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches and repeat that. So slip stitch in the next stitch and slip stitch in the next stitch. And then we're going to repeat those steps. So in the next stitch we're going to do single crochet, a double crochet, same stitch, and a treble crochet. So wrap the yarn around your hook twice, same stitch, do a treble. Then in the next stitch we do a treble. So next stitch now, do a treble. Then we chain 3, 2, 3, and we slip stitch in the same stitch as that treble. Okay, so that's our next bobble. Then we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. So we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch and slip stitch in the next stitch. Okay, so slip stitch in the next 2. Then in the next stitch we're going to do 1 single crochet to begin, so a single crochet, and then we're going to do a half double crochet, so a half double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch, so chain 2 and slip stitch in the same stitch. So that creates a little bobble. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch in the next 5 stitches around the top. So we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch, 1, slip stitch in the next stitch, 2, slip stitch in the next stitch, 3, slip stitch in the next stitch, 4, and slip stitch in the next stitch, 5. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch in the next 5 around the edge, and then we're going to repeat these steps but in reverse. We're going to start off with 1 single crochet in the next stitch, so 1 single crochet, and a half double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so a single crochet and a half double crochet. Then we chain 2, 1 and 2, and we slip stitch in the same stitch. Okay, slip stitch in the same stitch. Then we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. So slip stitch in the next stitch, 1, and slip stitch in the next stitch, 2. And then what we're going to do is we are going to do 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet and 1 treble in the next stitch. So in the next stitch we start off with 1 single crochet, then 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then a treble. So remember, wrap your yarn around your hook twice, same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, all in the same stitch. Then we're going to do a treble in the next stitch as well. Then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we slip stitch in the same stitch. Okay, and we're going to repeat that again, but we're going to chain 2 in not chain 2, we're going to slip stitch in the next 2. So slip stitch in the next stitch and slip stitch in the next stitch. Then in the next stitch do the same thing again. We do a single crochet, double crochet, treble, all in the same stitch. Then in the next stitch we do a treble, chain 3, 2, 3, and slip stitch in the same stitch as that treble. Oh, get that slip stitch. Then we're going to finish up. We're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. So slip stitch in the next stitch, slip stitch in the next stitch, and we are going to finish up with 1 single crochet and 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. So 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and then chain 2, 1 and 2, and slip stitch in the same stitch. Okay, so that's the bulk of our little oak leaf, but what we want to do is just add a little stem on the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 5 or 6, I'll probably chain 5, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slip stitch in the second chain from your hook. So don't count the loop on your hook. There's your first stitch, there's your second, slip stitch in there. And we're going to slip stitch in each chain across back to the leaf. So slip stitch in the next chain, slip stitch in the next chain, 3, and slip stitch in that last chain, 4, and then I'm just going to slip stitch on back onto the main. So find the next stitch along on the main body and slip stitch into there. And there we go, we can cut our yarn. Just pull your tail end through, and then we're going to sew in our tail end. So get your yarn needle. And I'm just going to sew to the back, turn it over, then just sew neatly through some stitches in one direction, and then turn back in the other direction, and then just trim down the excess. Let's get some sharper scissors, I think. And then trim down your other tail end as well. You can sew that in if you want to, but up to you. But there is our finished oak leaf. So I'll put that with our other one. There we go. And there is our finished oak leaves. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I hope you managed to follow along, and I shall be adding this to my collection of leaves and flowers for hopefully a forthcoming book at some point. And I'll see you soon for some more crochet fun. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.